Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thanks for watching. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, turn on that notification bell, and throw a comment down below what you would like me to do in future videos. So, I wanted to kind of give you guys a general update on my Carvin amp back there, and she lives! It's alive! It's alive! Yep, she is good to go and working again. I brought her to the tech, and basically what he told me was, let's just tear it apart and see what happens. So I actually kind of helped him with it a little bit, so I got a general idea of what to look for. And it turns out there was two, I guess you would say, minor issues with it. The tubes were all fine, preamp tubes were fine, power tubes were fine. Everything looked good under the board, he said. There's a little bit of rust on the brackets, but that's no really big deal there. The issues were the spring reverb was missing a screw for the assembly, which is drilled to the top of the amp chassis. And the other issue is the one transformer that I informed you that I was pressing down on, that I was having issues with. That guy actually had a broken screw in it. And for whatever reason, he told me before that he's seen transformers that only have 2 screws and there's no issues. But I think because it was completely missing the screw and only the bottom, like this much of the screw was left, that was causing issues. So basically how the transformer is hooked onto the board slash chassis for the amp is, transformer, screw, and then at the bottom of the chassis there's this plastic plate. And then there is a locking washer, a nut, and then it goes through the chassis. And on the other side of the chassis, there is another nut, locking nut, to lock and hold everything down. So my entire screw, that should be like this long, just for a reference, I had this much of it. I had washer, tiny bit of the bolt, a tiny bit of the actual screw, and then the bolt on the other side. So we didn't find the exact same screw, but we found a screw and a couple of washers with locking nuts that fit, and now she is good to go. And now I'm happy to say I have a matching cab and head again, because my 4x12 back there is actually a 400-watt Carvin cab with the Eminence made in England speakers that are made to simulate vintage 30 speakers, which is pretty cool. Sounds really good. You guys have heard it before in my previous videos. Also, something new that I got that I can show you real quick if I turn this way and grab her is I got a Telecaster. Unfortunately, I had a, well, I guess fortunately and unfortunately, I had a Fender Mustang. I traded my 7-string for a Fender Mustang. It was olive green. It was a very ugly color. I loved the sound of it. It sounded very much so like a Telecaster. Definitely lighter than the Telecaster. But the 24-inch scale was throwing me off a little bit. And now I'm running into the problem with this guy again, because I'm used to the Gibson scale so much. We're going up to the 25.5-inch scale, and I'm kind of running into the same general issue. I also had a problem with this guy. I don't know if you can see it. This is actually a brand new bone nut that I had to get installed by my Guitar Tech Luther guy that I use, because for whatever reason, someone either was trying to get the string action super low or was doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, and a lot of the strings were cut way, way, way lower than they ever should be. So the action was super low. Bends would always crap out on me, though, because of how low the action was. But now the action's at a reasonable height. I might adjust it a little bit more. Probably not, because it's playing good. A little bit high, personally, for me. But she's playing good. Maybe I'll throw a demo out there for you guys if you want me to do it. Or I can do a comparison once I finally get the parts for my Squier Strat. We can do a comparison between a modded Squier Strat, and a Fender Mexican Telecaster, and see what happens with that. But this, in reality, was just kind of a general update video for you guys. If you want to hear a demo of the Telecaster and or the Carvin and or both, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if there's any particular movies, anime, anything like that you would like me to watch and review and or just have my thoughts about, feel free to leave a comment too. My name is Steve Gray. Thanks for watching, and as always, Have a good one.